So we chose Superman story. Our style is Russian constructivism, and our music is Shostakovich Symphony Number 2, Leningrad Part 1.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and I was part of the UX team. Our goal was to use the Russian constructivism style in a modern political context. With this in mind, we chose characters such as Super Putin to save damsel in distress Donald Trump, and then, of course, to deliver him across the Mexican border. We worked together on the storyboard and persona collage to create a general understanding of the audience, story, and atmosphere. The storyboard shows our backgrounds: a Superman-like city with a Trump Tower, the sky, and across the border in Mexico. Most of the shots are wide angle to mimic the online game style, with one specific zoom to show Trump's try for help in a Twitter post. Our target audience are young adults who are interested in animation, game, politics, and have a sense of sarcastic humor. This can be seen in the elements such as the Family Guy, the game consoles, pizza, and clothes on the personas collage.
Have done the first scene background and element and all of the other elements in the story that are our Easter eggs.
My role in the project was to design all the characters. To do so, I used a specific color scheme that is relevant with the constructivist works. This is also present in the background and in other elements of our design to allow better unity, of course. When discussing the design within the team, we agreed that it would be nice to use some collage, and this is what I did. From my side, I was trying to make the characters funny, and I hope that's how you see them.
Andrea, part of the design team. I was responsible for creating the background, the buildings, as well as some of the small details like the billboard and the image inside it.
I'm Fernando, one of the coders in this project, and I'm gonna explain the first part of the code with this video. As you can see, when you load the page, we have a typical zone of our style, Russian constructivism, and two animations that we made with CSS. Zoom in for the background and fade in for the text. When you click on the text, we go to the second step. Here, we change the zone for our style for the city zone, and to go further in our story, we have to click on the Mexican. But the Mexican is not stick clickable. We use JavaScript to make our Mexican clickable only if we click this element and this element and this element before. Now our Mexican is clickable. So if you click in our Mexican, the Mexican animation starts. When the Mexican animation finishes, we use JavaScript to add event listener, add animation end to call the function explosion. With that, we get the burning building, the sound of the city stop, and the sound of the siren start. And we get also the picture of Trump. Now, if we click on Trump, we go to the third step. Here, we change the sound of the sirens for the sound of Twitter. And if we click on the tweet, we have the animation of Putin flying to help Trump. Here, when you click on Trump, you get the last animation of the first part, and they fly together to the second part of the code.
The second part of the code continues the story smoothly and contributes to the whole humorous chain of events following my fellow coder's part. Here, Putin floats in the air while holding Trump in his hands, saving him from the deadly fire started by the Mexican, thing done through an animation that translates the height axis. The clouds have been added a glowing animated effect so that the user can get a subtle suggestion that this little piece of interactive animation is not done yet, and he or she can continue clicking to move forward and explore thoroughly. Also, the music, picked up by the user experiencers, is suggestive so that it builds up tension. The new scene presents chained events done with combining JavaScript and CSS. I have used 3 move classes for 3 separate elements, Trump and Putin in the same PNG and Trump and Putin in separate PNGs, things which are synchronized with playing with the display option in CSS through JavaScript code. The explosion, nicely interpreted through the Russian constructivism style by our team's designers, is added a shake animation which is done by a transform option that moves the graphic sequence on a 3-dimensional axis really fast. Then Mexicans and the helpless Trump appear through manipulating the dome style object. The crossroads sign is clickable as a glowing radiating white light comes through it, which can be Trump's salvation. If the user clicks on the easy way out, climb the wall back to USA, the chained animation follows its natural path and Trump is added the 4th move class, which is followed by another explosion that finally takes him down. Through a JavaScript function, we switch the location of the window element by adding a new HTML file that leads to the Mexican winning ending scene. If the user clicks the other option, the same scene appears because no matter what Trump does, there is no escape. The song in this part, as in the others, implies autoplaying, so it is added through a trick in HTML as Chrome does not allow songs to be played automatically.
Hi, my name is Renate Meimere and I'm responsible for the user experience. We made an expert test with Tabea from group number 2 and Justina from group number 8. Generally, experts understood our idea and both were surprised about animations, how good they are. They suggested to make the graphics a bit bigger to emphasize the Russian constructivism style and to implement the dramatic stripes in more places. And the third thing, they recommended to make more visible objects that can be clicked. Of course, we made all the recommendations. The most useful in the collaboration agreement was that we knew what each of us should do, our responsibilities. Also, it was good to know our group strategy, which we established when we wrote the agreement.